Hello everyone, Matthew97657 here, and I want to apologize if I ever have inconsistent angles or whatever on the camera, because I'm always moving around this table and I'm always doing stuff like painting or recording or doing my homework. So other than that, that's more to it to get right into it or whatever I usually say. So today we have a figure that I originally never really thought I was gonna get, but I decided I was gonna pick it up because it got a reissue. So as the title suggests, today we'll be looking at the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2002 variation. So this is the box. It's kind of got a little dent, so I'm kind of worried maybe it had some tough travels, but nothing more to it than to get into it. So I tried to do it again, so hopefully that was correct, but I don't even remember what my saying is. And so hopefully this shouldn't take too long. So it came in this. Oh, it came kind of wrapped, that's pretty cool. And so, if you might be wondering, I purchased this figure from Awesome Collector. I originally never knew about Awesome Collector, but I've kind of grown on them, so I think they're a really reliable place to shop at. In no way am I sponsored by them, but the guy that does all of the website stuff and whatnot, there's a Facebook group for Awesome Collector, so I recommend joining that if you ever want to stay up to date on the website stock and whatnot. So pretty good. So this is the box, obviously, Godzilla 2002, based on the suit from Godzilla X Mechagodzilla, and so kind of got a little dent somewhere around here on the back. It's not too bad, but here we are. And then there's some promotional images with Kiryu as well. And so yeah. And yeah, I don't have the Godzilla X Mechagodzilla Kiryu. Unfortunately, I even missed the Shinagawa battle version. I kind of do regret that now that I look back on it, because I have the heavy arms from Tokyo SOS. But what can you really do, right? At this point, actually, you can get that model kit. There's a model kit of the Tokyo, or not the Tokyo. There's a model kit of the Godzilla X Mechagodzilla out. I know it's kind of starting to sell out a little bit, but if you really like that design, I think I might pick it up if I ever have the chance. But other than that, here is the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2002. Alright everyone, and here we are. We have the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2002 unboxed. And my first impressions of the figure are, I really do like it actually. It's a lot slimmer than I would have thought it was. But this is exactly how it came out of the box. I just wanted to show it off first before I started the articulation. So there we go. And there we go, full 360. And so now let us focus on the articulation. So we have its head. He's got one joint there. He's got his neck. He can look down. He can look up. All that good stuff. And then the arms. There. You got that little piece, there's a piece there, and to the elbows. All this extra articulation. It's kind of expected with the SH Monsterarts. The legs. I don't want to put them a full 360 because I don't want to snap something. It's kind of a little squeaky there. Then you got a lot of joints here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 here in the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the arms. We got 1, maybe 2, 3, 4 for the head / neck. Obviously his mouth opens, closes, and then the tail. We got all of this. A lot of individual spots, for your custom articulation the way you want it to go. So that covers the articulation for now. The overall design and paint, I think they captured the suit better with this one compared to what I'm gonna compare it with. If you know, it will be the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2000 special paint version that they did a couple years ago. So other than that, you know, maybe some extra head articulation to get some good looks in. You know, the 2002 one where he roars up, can't really get there, something like that. But yeah, so obviously this suit is from Godzilla X Mechagodzilla, but primarily I'm going to be using this in my display for Tokyo SOS because that is my favorite movie. And so let us compare the SH Monsterarts with its pretty practical competitor, well, used to be practical competitor. This is the NECA 2003. So different movie suits, but you know, they're kind of similar. So obviously the 03 has a scar, but on like first look, the NECA is a lot more bulkier compared to the Monsterarts. As you can see the height difference here, this is maybe like a 5 3/4. Well, this is probably a full 6 or maybe in a little bit higher. So here's, you know, a comparison on their lengths. They're obviously at different angles because if I put them together, then you can't really see one. When they're like this, obviously the NECA one is taller. The NECA tail is longer by a smidge. And so that's for that. Here's another front one. Here's another side one. I'm gonna kind of put it like that. And what I'm really seeing a comparison here is within the color. This one's got like that, you know, darker charcoal in it, like the charcoal gray that is usually commonly described. Compared to this one looks a little bit lighter. So whatever you prefer. And so here's a look at the back as well. Yeah. So it's whatever you really prefer, honestly. If you'd like to know, honestly, I don't really know which one I prefer. Ooh, I forgot about one thing. And this is gonna be a pretty good one, a pretty good thing to touch upon. So there's the NECA figure. The one thing I actually did forget to touch upon is with these reissues, the eyes are actually one of the major problems, and I can definitely see why. So I'm gonna try and do this the best way, but I'm gonna see if, you know, because if you see that eye is okay. It's not even like, it's not that good, but this eye, this one's long gone. This is like, it's bad. It's high-key really bad. So I don't know what they were thinking at their painting, but like looking head on, that his right eye is like just up there. It looks super bad, even for me to like to actually want to repaint it. And I kind of don't want to I don't like to touch the eyes because eyes are usually the hardest spots for me. But if you can see that, let's see if I can get them under. Like, oh god, I don't want to the paint, but like that eye is like, fuck, it's bad. It's pretty bad. So that knocks off a lot of points regarding this reissue. I've heard that the original release is a lot better in terms of their eyes, which is super odd because you can, you know, if you're gonna do a reissue, you might want to do some minor touches up. So whatever they were thinking, it did not work. So that's the comparison with the regular NECA, and this is the comparison with the Maser Cannon version that was released not too long ago. So here's that. Once again, it's kind of like the same mold as the other NECA figure. Obviously, it's going to be taller, and it's going to have a lighter color to the skin. So there's that. There's this. To that. Tail's longer, obviously, on the NECA. And then there's that. And so the obvious difference between NECA and Monsterarts, as we know, is you're going to probably be paying more for the articulation compared to NECA's. And so the final Godzilla comparison we'll do is with the special color version Godzilla 2000 compared to the 2000, the actual mold suit. So, you know, you can see a difference in the molds all together. This one's got the obvious Godzilla 2000 I'm not sure if this is what they're going for, but they eventually did make this one to give it more suit accuracy. But I mean, yeah. Once again, and then I think that is it. I did this one right towards like this one. They're pretty much the same length, honestly. And then yeah, this one's just a little bit taller from the head, but the spines make it taller to catch up. So yeah. And so for our final comparison, we'll do it with the Tokyo SOS Kiryu. I always have him in his heavy arms version because that's how he's displayed. But on full stand, Kiryu's taller. You know, and that's like having Godzilla look all the way up. And so yeah, I think it fits well for the Monsterarts together. I think the NECA Godzilla maybe a bit too big in terms of scaling. That one's a little bulkier. So personally, if you're gonna have these two together, I would go with these two, obviously. But it's all preference at the end of the day. So whatever works for you, works for you. And so yeah, obviously Kiryu's taller, but Godzilla's a lot longer. And so yeah, that'll pretty much cover this video. Nothing too crazy, you know, it's a reissue. But I will say I'm kind of glad that I picked it up, because what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the chest wound here to give it the 03 suit vibe. Obviously the battle scar. And I'm actually probably going to touch up the eye, because that eye is actually horrible. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what Tamashii Nations were thinking, but I want to see if we're going to pop it off and show y'all, because either way, I'm going to pop it off. So it's on a ball joint, obviously, and yeah. I'm going to give y'all guys a closer look at this. So this is the bad eye. I'm not sure if it's going to focus or not, but like looking at him head on, I don't know if you can tell. This eye is okay, but that's a huge letdown, in all honesty, that they did it like this, or that they had it like this. So other than that, I'm gonna put this guy back on, or his little ball joint, and then we'll call it a vid. So other than that, nothing new is gonna release, because I've all kind of made these uploads pretty consistent for the most part. So like I always say, I'm gonna bring this one out. I'm gonna try and make this a staple in my video. Obviously, we know what's going on. It's not over. It hasn't ended. Wear your mask if you go outside. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with hot water, with soap, obviously, and maintain a social distance. Obviously, the Godzilla store is promoting this, so all the G fans can follow it as well too. So other than that, G fans, stay safe, and thank you for watching.